Hey, it's me. It's that brown guy. I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I just stopped recording videos because they require effort. I don't have a lot of effort, and I like to nap, and I'm quite lazy. And then Mario Kart 8 came out, and I just played that all the time. And then it got really hot in London, and that makes me sleepy. But fuck it, I'm off work for a week, and this is the week of E3. E3 is like Christmas and birthdays combined. Combined, missed it out there. Combined when you're a gamer. It's like the best time of year for us. Like, it's like, wow, E3 is here. The levels of hype are unmeasurable. They're, you just, wow. You know what? E3 is a lot like birthdays and Christmas put together, because E3 contains all of the kind of excitement that birthdays and Christmas have as well. And even the aftermath of a birthday and a Christmas is the same as E3 as well. If you think about it, with E3 and birthdays, there's always the anticipation of getting what you want, and you're hoping so much that you're going to get that gift that you want. And when you finally get it, oh my god, the excitement's amazing. You're so fucking happy and ecstatic. On the other side of that, though, there's always that time when you don't get what you want, and that's annoying as well. It's kind of like when you're a child and you get given clothes. It's like, I don't fucking want clothes. I'm a child. What do I want clothes for? Give me toys. Yeah? That's the equivalent of fucking E3. That's the equivalent of Nintendo showing you Wii Music. I don't fucking want Wii Music. The hell is this shit? Yeah? That's the equivalent of getting socks as a 5-year-old. That's what that is, yeah? It's like when you get a fucking book. A book when you're a child. I don't want a book. That's the equivalent of getting Connect shoved down your throats a couple of years ago by Microsoft. Don't want it. Don't want that shit at all. On the other hand, you get those surprises that you weren't really expecting, but you like anyway. And that was pretty cool. And that's why I like E3, everyone. E3 is that magical time of the year where everyone comes together and laughs at the gaming industry when they fuck up. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Today is Monday, the 9th of June, and we are going to have Microsoft doing their conference today. Later on in the day / next day for us is going to be Sony's conference, and then after that will be Nintendo with their Digital Direct event extravaganza, perhaps, I don't know. And then in the middle we've got EA and Ubisoft talking about yearly updates like fucking Assassin's Creed. Don't trust a game that's got 2 asses inside of it. Alright? This is a bit of advice there for you guys. So I'm going to discuss the kind of what I want and what I don't want from this year's conferences from the big three. Big three being Microsoft, Sony and Nintendo. From Microsoft, guys, seriously, I don't know what the hell you're going to do, man. You've already announced a price cut. You've announced that you're going to sell Xbox One without a Connect, which is what we wanted from day one. Yeah, we didn't want that to be announced 8 months after you've released the console. We didn't want Connect from day one. No one fucking wants Connect. I'll tell you what Connect is. Yeah, Connect is the equivalent of Google Plus. Yeah, no one wants it, but you just adamant that we have to have it. You just shove it down our fucking throats. Don't want it. Yeah, Microsoft is Google, and there's Google Plus. And you got fucking, no wait, that's the wrong analogy. Forget that. That's Microsoft and that's Google. Microsoft got Connect, Google got Google Plus, and they just shove it down your throat. No one wants it. You finally listened. God bless you guys. What are you gonna do from now? Who knows? You're probably gonna show us Halo 5. I personally don't give a shit about Halo 5. I'm happy for all the fanboys out there that are going to be happy for it. Halo 5 Guardians, I believe it's called, with some random guy in the box art who looks like the opposite of Master Chief, so it's probably a bad guy that you probably play as. I don't fucking know. There's a strong rumour that you're going to be releasing Halo Anniversary Master Chief Edition, Halo 1 to 4, updated to current gen graphics or next gen, whatever you want to call it. There's that, so there's that to be looking forward to, I suppose. Apparently not going to be doing ODST and the Reach. I don't fucking... just sticking to the numbered games. Whatever, fine. Who cares? I don't care. Strong rumours of Crackdown being announced at this year's conference by Microsoft. Crackdown was an amazing game when it first came out because of orbs. just running around the city collecting orbs to get power-ups and lifting up cars and throwing them across the ocean, and guns and cars. I don't remember much else about it. And then Crackdown 2 came out, and that was a game. Don't remember much about that either. But Crackdown 3 could be something. Sunset Overdrive, probably the only game I'm looking forward to on the Xbox One right now. I'm not really fussed about anything else. However, there's a massive rumour that you guys are going to be having some sort of massive third-party exclusive game, which is going to be done by none other than one of my favourite developers, the guys that made these games here that you can't see too well because my camera's not that great, but these are all Platinum Games. Yeah, there's Bayonetta over there. Wow. And there's Platinum Games. Platinum Games could be making an exclusive game for the Xbox One. So I'm interested in that, to be honest with you. Not going to be enough to warrant me purchasing your console, of course. I'm going to need a little bit more than that. But the rumour has it that you're going to be publishing the game in a similar fashion that Nintendo did with Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2. So there's that. You know, it could be interesting depending on what the game is. I'm sure it's going to be a great game. It's Platinum Games. I don't fucking love Platinum Games. Who doesn't fucking love Platinum Games? Idiots, that's who doesn't like fucking Platinum Games. But there's that. One other thing that I've got a theory about is that Sony have this Project Morpheus, which is their take on the Oculus Rift. Microsoft hasn't got anything in that particular regards just yet. Kinect was something, but no one wants fucking Kinect anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of announcement where Microsoft are going to announce some sort of collaboration with Oculus Rift for the Xbox One and possibly 360. It's going to be compatible with PC, which runs on Windows, and Xbox One runs on a variation of Windows 8 OS, so something could come into there, you know. Wouldn't you love to play the Halos with Oculus Rift support? So you can turn your head and see someone getting shot as opposed to just pressing left on the control pad. And, I don't know. But there's that. I mean, the whole VR thing doesn't really excite me that much. I don't see... I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would love to have that some sort of support. I don't see anything about it. I think the biggest market for VR is going to be in Japan, and that's going to be where they make loads of hentai games. So, yeah, that's my prediction for Microsoft, is they're going to announce some sort of Oculus Rift support. I'll be very surprised if they announce their own standalone hardware that's going to have VR support on it. It just makes sense that they just bypass all the R&D for that and just join forces with Oculus Rift instead. But whatever, who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'm not really expecting much. I don't know what I want from them. Just show me some games that makes me want to purchase a console. Right now, you haven't got much. You've got Sunset Overdrive, looks really cool, but that's about it. The Platinum game will help a little bit, but I need more than that to throw down a bit more. £400, £300 for your console, you know. So meh. Moving on to the next big guy, Sony. Sony, what are you going to show us, Sony? You're going to show us Morpheus, I'd imagine. Just Morpheus. Please don't make, like, this conference, like, the majority about Morpheus. We don't need you to dedicate, like, a big portion of your conference to a specific peripheral that may or may not be successful for you. I'm going to throw one word at you that's going to kind of back up my theory about that. Kinect. Yeah? Remember that? I talked about it like 2 seconds ago, so why wouldn't you? But don't dedicate the majority of your conference to that. Don't turn it into the next Google Plus, yeah, for fuck's sake. Don't want that shit. But there's that. So they're gonna show Morpheus. There's no doubt about that. IGN decided that it will be cool to report that The Last Guardian has been cancelled. I didn't actually read the article too well because I didn't really care about it, to be honest with you. But apparently it got cancelled, and then about like an hour later they said, oh wait, no, it hasn't been cancelled. Sorry guys, we made a mistake. Sorry about that. And then Jeff Keighley from Game Trailers spoke to the new president of Sony something, who confirmed that the game is still in full development in Japan right now. So we'll probably see something about Last Guardian. If we don't see anything, it will probably be mentioned because of what IGN said it being cancelled. So they'll probably just mention it, say, oh, by the way, it is in development, but we can't show anything. So here's some font that just says Last Guardian is not cancelled. and everyone will be like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I'm obviously assuming that Sony want to kind of replicate last year's E3 where they said we're not going to do DRM and we're going to let you trade in your games, and everyone was getting mental, like flipping jizzing everywhere all over the crowd because Microsoft fucked up and everything, and everyone was like, hey, we did it, we beat it, we won E3. What are they going to do that this time though? Who knows? It depends on what Microsoft do in their conference, I'd imagine, because I'm sure Sony are going to be paying close attention to what Microsoft have to say during their conference, and that's probably the benefit of Microsoft going first that Sony have, is that they can adapt and change their conference because of it. Who the fuck knows? I mean, Microsoft conference could be so fucking bad that Sony's conference could just be a montage of games that are coming out whilst Kaz Hirai and the other guys whose name I just lost memory of now just sit on a stage playing Pogs. They could do that with a montage of games in the background, and they'll win E3. Obviously, it all depends on what Microsoft have to show. You know, they might not show much, and you know, whatever. So there's that. Oh, one important thing that I'm really kind of getting to me now, and I can see it becoming a really big thing in the future. It's two parts actually, and one of them is a really strong point that's happened so far over the last generation into this one, and the second part is what I've seen more and more of this generation is numbers. When I say numbers, I mean this. The Xbox One and the PS4 are very powerful machines, yeah? That's understandable. They can output a lot of fucking amazing shit, yeah? My terminology is rubbish, by the way, whatever, fuck it. But they can output a lot of fucking pretty graphics and shit. I've noticed now that it's become quite common now for two numbers to be thrown around, very importantly, in this current gen now. And it's so fucking important to a lot of people, and I'm just like, you're focusing too much on that. Those two numbers are 1080 and 60 frames, or 60 should I say. So it's 1080p resolution and 60 frames per second. This is what everyone's fucking focusing on right now, and it's like, jeez, let's focus on the game first before we think about that. And now I understand that in this day and age we should be expecting 1080p resolution and 60 frames per second as a standard based on the hardware we've got in front of us, but fucking hell. I remember when Mario Kart 8 came out, and that game ran at 60 frames per second. Unless you did some sort of multiplayer, and it drops to 59 frames per second. And it wasn't a huge backlash about that, but people were talking, and I was like, you're bitching about one fucking frame. A frame that you probably can't even notice with your stupid little eye. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we hear the terms 1080p, 60 frames per second being used a lot during these two conferences from Microsoft and Sony. A lot of developers will come out and be like, here's our new game, it's going to be coming out for the PS4, and it will run at 1080p and 60 frames per second. And that will likely get a lot of cheers. That's what's going to warrant people cheering, is two fucking numbers. Jesus Christ, guys, seriously. Numbers just is so bad that it's gotten to the state of time now where those two numbers are so important now. Back in the day, the only number that really mattered, which doesn't really count anyway, was fucking review scores. Now it's like, does it run at 1080? No, it doesn't run at 1080p. I'm not fucking interested. Fuck that. I don't want to play this subpar game. It's like, ugh. But whatever. I understand also that frame rate can kind of hinder a game in terms of the way it plays. That's understandable. But damn, I can see these two numbers being the focus of these two numbers being used so much this generation, and it's going to annoy the hell out of me. But whatever. The second point that's going to annoy the hell out of me, and it already does, is pre-order. My God, pre-order. You'll get told to pre-order a game based on a trailer. That's it. There'll be no gameplay whatsoever. A trailer. And they'll be like, pre-order now, and you'll get exclusive content. Pre-order now and you get a bonus character to play as. Pre-order now and you get a free fucking house. It's like, fuck, man. You haven't even shown me what the hell you're selling me. You showed me a CG trailer. So they did this with the Arkham Knight game. When they showed the first trailer for that, it was all CG. And it was already, oh, pre-order it now and you can get a character. And it's like, I mean, let's be honest, we're all going to buy the game anyway. But still. Watch Dogs is one, for example. That's a brand new IP. There were 5 special editions for that game. They had to release a chart that tells you what each edition comes with and doesn't come with. When you need to build a chart to tell consumers what comes with a game, you need to go back to the drawing board, pick up that drawing board, and smack it over whoever's head's in charge of making those fucking editions. That's bullshit. pre-order exclusives. It's like I want to buy a game, but now I have to buy it from a certain person because they've got an exclusive DLC character. Oh wait, but this person's got another character that I want. Oh, but that person's got another. What the? I mean, fuck. I blame the retailers for this, but then I also blame the developers for allowing such things. Not the developers. I know in some cases developers just want to make a game with 100% content on it, with all of everything they can put into that game on one disc. The publisher comes along and goes, nah, take out that. That would be really great for fucking pre-order bonuses. Developers don't have a lot of control over their kind of content of their game in some respects, and what they can and can't put in the game, and what gets left out, what doesn't get left out. Which is why indie gamers kind of have it good so far right now. They get a lot of exposure right now. Sony are currently bombing the fuck out of indie developers. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft shows some sort of indie love here and there. They kind of have to, because fucking Sony are just getting mental with it. But, you know, that's that. So those are the two things that kind of get on my nerves. And I'm expecting to hear a lot about during these two conferences. But that's that. I mean, other than Sony, that's pretty much it. Morpheus is going to be, obviously, again, Morpheus is going to be quite big. The thing about Morpheus, though, is Morpheus looks more like to be like a single. I mean, VR looks to be like a kind of single person experience. I mean, unless you're looking to fork out multiple £100s, dollars for like a multiple person play. Can you imagine being the only person with a VR headset in your house where everyone's watching you? Can you? I'll give you kind of like an idea of what it's going to look like. Let's assume that this PSVR is the headset for Morpheus, because I don't have time to build up a fucking prop for fucking Morpheus, alright? Can't be bothered to do it. This is going to be it. Also, Sony, don't forget you have this. Let's make some more stuff for this, please. Thanks. Anyway, let's pretend this is the Morpheus headset, yeah? I am the average Joe with a Morpheus headset. It's going to be on my head like this. Now, this is what's going to, based on the videos I've seen of people playing kind of like Oculus Rift and stuff like that, this is what it's going to look like. Oh my god. Oh my god. Meanwhile, whilst you're doing all that bollocks, your dad walks in and goes, why are you looking like you're inviting blowjobs into your mouth? This is ridiculous. What is this random piece of plastic on your head? What kind of weird fetish are you into, son? Meanwhile, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my... I'm getting bored of that now. But you get my idea. I don't fucking know, man. Anyway, I'm done with Microsoft and Sony. Let's move on to the meat of this video. Nintendo. God damn you, fucking Nintendo. Nintendo, you have got so much to fucking prove during this fucking your E3 Direct digital event. It's not even funny anymore. And yet I'm smiling because it's funny. Your back is against the wall, so far into the wall that you are now part of the wall, and everyone's leaning on top of you. That was a fucking awesome analogy, wasn't it? I made it up just now. Anyway, you need to bring out all of the fucking guns. When I say guns, I mean games. But Smash Brothers, yeah, you're definitely gonna. That's gonna be there. Perfect. I'm happy with Smash Brothers. Give me a fucking release date. I want a solid release date for my 3DS version, and I want a solid release date for what will inevitably be my Wii U version. My God, if you slip the Wii U release date into next year, I'm not gonna be angry. I'm not even gonna be surprised, because I expect that was gonna happen. You need to fill that winter gap with something else. I'd imagine it will probably, hopefully, be the new Zelda game, but optimistically, I don't think it will be. Who knows? But I want release dates for the 3DS version and the Wii U version. Solid release dates. I don't want time frames anymore. I want solid release dates. And my fucking God, if you come out with pre-order bollocks, yeah, you guys don't do that, which I'm quite happy with in some respects. You do it for your own Nintendo store, but it's not a major issue. I can deal with that. The thing with Smash Brothers is, though, that I would pre-order the fuck out of that game if it comes with something awesome. Give me like a diorama figurine set of like 4 Smash Bros characters fighting. That would look awesome on my shelf, man. Give me that shit. And then what you could do is you could do the same thing for the 3DS version or the Wii U version. So you have 4 different characters in a diorama set for your 3DS version, and another 4 characters on the Wii U version. You can connect them together and you can have a massive display unit for Smash Brothers. Think about it, Nintendo. You can have that idea for free. I will pay money for that shit. Next up, I want Bayonetta 2 release date. I'm going to Eurogamer Expo in London in September this year. I don't want to be playing Bayonetta demos then. I want to have the game in my hands by then. Yeah. Zelda HD. I know it's going to be there. I don't know what to expect from it. I'm open to suggestions. Wind Waker was fucking a crazy idea when everyone saw it. I fucking loved the game. So whatever. There's that. 3DS. I don't know what you're going to give us. 3DS. Just give us. You could just. There's obviously another Pokemon game coming out. Pokemon. What is it? Omega something. Basically, Nintendo are running out of materials to name their Pokemon games after. First started with colors: red, blue, yellow, green, and then it went on. Then they just thought, out colors. Fuck colors. We'll just use fucking jewelry now. So gold, silver, platinum. I don't know what else there is. I think they're running out of fucking colors and metals and jewelry. So whatever. Are we gonna? You know what? Just give us what we've been wanting since N64 days, which is an open world RPG, full 3D Pokemon game for the Wii U. Yeah, we've been wanting it since N64 days. You've given us Colosseum and all that bollocks. I don't fucking want Colosseum anymore. I want a full RPG that I can play for like 10 hours and never play again because I haven't got time to commit to a full-on RPG. Just give us that. We'll be happy. I know you've got your health fitness hardware that you've got as part of making Nintendo more about health as well as part of one of your strategies to expand the company. Cool, have that. Don't bring it into the digital event. You don't want to. If it's not game related, I don't want to hear about that shit. Yeah, let's keep it strictly about games and just don't fuck it up. Here's how you can make sure that you win E3. Yeah, a new Mario game for the Wii U. Brand new. Star Fox HD. F-Zero HD. That's pretty much all I really want. Yeah. If you want to add extras, well, you know, Metroid. Let Retro do it again. Stop giving them fucking Donkey Kong. Retro. Done. We'll be happy with that. To really kind of tick all the boxes and go beyond. Why don't you just give us fucking GameCube games that we can play on the Wii U? Virtual Console Wii U games. How about high def remakes of Super Mario Sunshine HD? Or why not go one step better? Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, 1 and 2. High def collection, one game. Downloadable content, downloadable game for the Wii U. Two of the best games of last generation across all platforms. Mario Galaxies HD. Fuck it, there you go. There's a name. I give you a name for free as well. Do that. Nintendo, you are the one that everyone's watching the most. Sony and Microsoft for me are just the sideshows. Nintendo, you are the ones that everyone's waiting for. You have so much to fucking prove and kind of just, you got so much to fucking fix. If you fuck this up again, then everyone's gonna just cuss you on the internet. And you don't want that. Yeah, you've already pissed everyone off with your fucking YouTube affiliation program where people no longer own their content fully 100%. They have to give you a proportion of it. You idiots. Don't piss them off with this now, man. Seriously. Alright, I'm done with this now. I think this video's gone on long enough. It's like 23 minutes. I don't even. If you're watching this still, congratulations. You're an idiot. You should have stopped watching this video like 10-15 minutes ago at least, but I thank you for watching anyway. If you're somewhat entertained by what I'm saying, please do like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you have subscribed, go find someone else that hasn't seen my videos and tell them to subscribe as well. Make sure they like the video as well, because that will also help me, you know. If you want to talk to me directly, you can do so in the comment section. If not, I'm on Twitter. My Twitter name is thatbrowndude. So there's that. You can find some of my articles that I write at levelcomplete.net. We've also just released a podcast with our predictions for this year's E3. That's Level Incomplete. That's what the podcast is called. I host that podcast. It is probably one of the worst podcasts you can hear, but I'm sure a lot of people say that just to get views. They're lying. Ours is probably the worst. This episode, we have someone playing Street Fighter Ultra in the background, and you can hear them clacking away on their fucking arcade stick whilst we're discussing stupid predictions for this year's E3. But yeah, so that's about it really. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate this. I really fucking do. I'll be back sometime this week with reactions to the big conferences. I'm also heading to a London-based developer to test one of their games. There'll be more information about that once I actually do it. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, and remember, E3, hooray! And after E3, it's back to the boring life of nothing and in depression. So yeah, okay, bye. Alright, let me edit out this bit. Definitely don't leave it in, because that's fucking